I beg your pardon, Begleiter. It's the Begleiter. It's from Kizer. It's Raffier scales made from gum. I chew gum all the time, so I just save it up and then I put it in a mold, and here it is. I don't know what kind of resin this is, but they kind of referred to it as gum. And it's kind of a matte finish, this stuff here. And I get close to the camera and it won't focus, but it will now. So what do you think about this? This is kind of crazy stuff, isn't it? They're doing, when they did the denim series, and then they're doing this Raffier stuff, and of course they do fat carbon stuff as well. So fascinating. And of course this is an Azo design, A-Z-O. It's got ambidextrous thumb studs, the Begleiter 2, by the way. And see, Begleiter 2, the KI 4458, 2B, A1. Okay, what it's, the Begleiter 2. So 2B, A1, S35, satin grind there. Good looking knife overall, but this is kind of the standard size, right? This is not an XL or anything. What would this be? 3.4, I believe. Yeah, pretty close to 3.4 inches at 85 to 87 millimeters, however you want to measure that, and close to 7 3/4 at 19.5 centimeters. Button lock. So it's not a flipper, but it comes in a fancy box. And the reason it comes in a fancy box here is because it's got the S35VN, so this is their upscale stuff. Oh yeah, they do say 3.4 inch Azo design. So this is what you get. You can get this on Kizer. I'll give you the link to it. You can actuate it with the button like this, so it's very fidget friendly. You can flip it, you can thumb flick it, middle finger flick it, button flick it, however you want to go about it. And it's pretty lightweight, easy to carry, very sensible blade shape. I like the Begleiter. I got several of them. And I got a Begleiter XL too. 95 grams, so this is pretty light. And 3.3 ounces. Ergos are great. It's just a good overall design. And I was gonna grab a piece of paper. Hold on, before I mess everything up. Okay. I'm just trying to test not to see if it cuts, but to see what my feel is of the drag. And it's a standard factory edge. It's not scary sharp, so it's either going to be like below factory edge, above factory edge, or razor or scary sharp. And this is standard factory edge. So I like it. I just like the design, and of course where's the flipper tab? But no, I mean, that's the only thing you're missing, right? If that's what you want, then this is not your knife. This is the button lock, which are real fun because they're real easy to open and close one-handed, and you can keep your fingers out of the way. You can keep your fingers out of the way of the blade. And it's got jimping clear down here because I guess you can just get right up on it like that, direct the blade. Yeah, the blade shape, and it's a flat grind, and so it's real easy to work with in that regard. It's centered right up, and they got these pretty hefty standoffs here. They're pretty stout, and then you can see that you have liners that are not nested, so they're pretty, not thick, but thicker than the standard nested liners would be. And then your pocket clip here is deep carry, right or left. See, they machined an area out here, okay? So this will be interesting because obviously they got a screw under the pocket clip, because you can see the screw coming through here, through this standoff here, where I always say you could move this back. This last one could be the standoff screw, right? And then you could have that screw as the furthest forward, and you could eliminate that altogether. What it would do is make it even more deep carry. So that just depends on your own personal, tastes. Is this as deep as you want to go? Or would you rather eliminate a screw hole? Because I've seen them do it both ways with Sencut and others. Here's the Crowley. Okay, so there's their standoff, right? But there's the screw on both sides that not only doubles as a pocket clip screw, but also goes through the standoff here. You see what I'm saying? And so they backed everything up. Now, this is a deeper carry, isn't it? See how much deeper it is here? This is a great illustration here on how that differs. So I keep thinking, it wouldn't have been a bad idea if Begleiter or Kizer would do the same on theirs. Save yourself some hardware and save people an extra screw that they've got to undo when they disassemble and clean their knives. So there's that. Otherwise, ergos are great. Balance is easy to find. I like the way they do their pocket clips from this standpoint. Easy in and out of the pocket. Skeletonized liners. Okay. But, you can get a Begleiter for, God, who was it? Who was it that had a sale? I think it was Mojave Outdoors. Not that I'm trying to pimp them, but they're like the biggest Kizer dealer, right? But they had a thing the other day, promotional, and they had for $59, you got 2 of the blue Begleiters that are the older models, the Begleiter 1 in blue G10. So, oh my God, that's $30 a shot. And so you can get them from this, or I've got titanium Begleiter that's $200, right? And so this is a step down from that, but a step up from the just standard G10 series. But then the Begleiter also in 154 cm. So S35, my mini Begleiter in titanium is M390. This one is S35, So, and they used to be in VG10 or N690 as well. All over the board. Got a little cutaway down here, so you're not ramming right into that when you're stropping or doing some sharpening on it. And kind of an elongated lanyard area in here, so no problem getting a lanyard in there as well. So lightweight, right sized, easy to carry, fidget friendly. Where do you go wrong, right? Where do you go wrong with a Begleiter? It's really a very sensible, usable knife. And I guess that's why I've got the mini in titanium, the full size in titanium. I've got this one. I've got one I've got an XL in micarta, and I've got a standard button lock 154 cm in green micarta, I think. So, a couple. Yikes. Maybe I should have pulled them all out. No, that'd be too much. We'll have to do I think I did a Begleiter Bonanza not too long ago, actually, maybe a month or so ago. So, I can't get enough of them. Oh, by the way, before I take this thing apart, here's the box. So you get a fancy box, okay? So, yes, you do. And let's pull this out. And then, so you get like this Velcro pouch thing. And then, of course, the knife comes in the plastic. Okay. And, sorry, I dumped out the hardware. So you get hardware as well. Okay. So you get extra hardware. You get the knife in the Velcro. You get, there's a microfiber cloth in here, if you can see right there it is. And then paperwork in this hard box. And then, of course, an outer sleeve. So, I mean, you kind of got it all here. And that's pretty solid. So we've got, it looks like we got the screw on the front here. I wonder if it's always that way on, you know, like I've got the mini sheepdog, by the way. It's interesting, isn't it? So I don't think it makes a difference to Kizer, does it? When they do the assembly, you can have the access in the front or in the back, right? And this is the mini sheepdog in Raffier with S35VN. So yeah, it's more expensive too, but oh, the drop on this thing is insane. And this is a liner lock, obviously, but wowie, wowie. This is super fidget friendly. This is going to stick around for a while because this is just so addictive. And I don't think you understand unless you put this in your hand how addictive this is as a mini. And I'm not big on minis, you know, but whew, I can't believe that blade drops like that, okay? In a good way. I mean, that's just incredible. I really like it. Okay. But by the way, I mean, you saw the little sheepdog. So that has a titanium pocket clip. Not this one that I'm aware of. And let me see if... No, that's steel. Okay. And we're going to go from the front, I guess, because this one is the side where this is open. So there's our pivot screw. And are these number 6s? I think they are. So that's the way we're going to have to go with these. Okay. And see these here? This one goes through that standoff. And where do we go from there? There's the presentation side. There's the screws that just fell out all over the place. And are they the same size? And they look to be, don't they? Yeah, okay. So this is the presentation side. There's underneath of the resin, whatever kind of handles they are. Yeah, that Raffier, that's getting popular. I don't know what happened, but yeah, some other models are springing out in that. And then here's your button lock. And there's no screws holding that liner in place that I can see. So that should be able to come off. Okay. So I'm just taking my little plastic fid and popping everything loose. Now, because it was right down here on this. Okay, now, so we got the whole assembly here of the button lock, which just comes right through like that, okay? It'll go right through, okay. And this is the presentation side. Here's your stop. Here's your liner, and it looks skeletonized, and that's nice. So lay that down. Here's your blade, and there's your spring, okay? Spring over here. We've got little ceramic bearings right there. And this side, of course, they dropped out. So the ceramic bearings over here on this side. And this is where your pivot's coming through from the back, and it's squared off right there. So that is actually come through from the back. I don't think it matters. You can put it back through from the front if you want. Put this whole thing back together that way. if you feel like it. Begleiter, what do you think? I like it. Obviously, I've got like 4 or 5 of them, so rolling around. I find them easy to carry, kind of sensible knife. You know, I've got a couple of, Spyderco paramilitary 2 knives, and I find them really incredibly sensible and easy to use as well. So this one's kind of in the same bucket. And the good thing is they make them in all different price and size. So you can get a mini, you can get this standard size, you can get an XL, you can get them in a button lock, you can get them in a frame lock, you can get them in a liner lock. You got choices. Take care, my friends. We love them knives. So you guys, stay sharp.